Good morning, Pipers. Here's the plan for today. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to drink my coffee, I'm gonna smoke my pipe. I've got my Dagner Cobb loaded up with Frogmorton on the town, which I'm really enjoying, by the way. I'll probably do some housework, some chores, stuff like that. Hang out with kiddo for a while. About mid-afternoon, get in my car, packing my gear, skipping town, going fishing, probably with Brad. And then 5, our other buddy gets off work, and he and his brother-in-law, who I've never met actually, we're gonna meet up with him. And we're gonna drive way the hell out in the woods and go fishing again. And I I don't know if this is gonna happen, but ideally, what I'm envisioning is we're gonna build a fire on the rocks by the river and cook some fish and eat them. That's my plan for the day. No, you know what I say. If you want to make God laugh, plan. So we'll see how it all turns out. I hope I'll be bringing you some video from all that. Maybe I won't. But I feel like I wanted to just get on here and make a morning pipe video. Like old times. I haven't been doing these recently because kiddo's been waking up earlier and earlier, and so the time that I have in the mornings I'm using right now for work because it's late spring and people are getting married and I'm taking their picture and all kinds of stuff is going on. So I am currently about 6,000 frames behind. I have about 6,000 frames to edit. This is down from 12,000 frames. The first 2 weekends of wedding season, I had 3 weddings, and so that's kind of an instant 12 to 15,000 frames in my backlog there. Not instant, but over the course of 3 shoots. Uh, so, which is good. That's great. It's just keeping me very busy. Anyway, the time that I have freedom to do stuff, I do stuff. I'm tying flies, I'm going fishing, I'm out in the woods, and so that's why most of the videos are coming from that perspective. And it makes me think, where does that fit in with pipes? Where does that fit in with leisurely activities, hanging out in smoke-filled rooms and shooting the shit? I feel like I'm on the go all the time. Um, in fact, to the detriment of like my home life, like my chores, laundry, mowing the lawn, that kind of stuff. And to the detriment, I mean, I realized I was just like, I haven't smoked my pipe in days because I don't take time to just sit and smoke a pipe. But then, if you're having fun, do you need to take time to sit and smoke a pipe? Or is smoking a pipe something you should make a priority when you're stressed out and you're working hard on something you maybe don't enjoy, like I enjoy my job? Um, what is this thing of ours? Is it stress relief? Is it enjoyment? Sometimes I try to take a pipe when I'm fishing, and then I always end up just sticking it in my pocket and not smoking it. Because when you've got a 40-pound bass trout on the line, and you're worried about getting, hit with its stingray or whatever, um, and its tentacles. You don't want to get stung by those bass trout tentacles. You don't want to fight right there, man, because you keep knocking into it. And also, I always have this fear now that I'm fly fishing. I have this fear that I'm gonna somehow burn through my tippet because it's so fine. I'm like, I'm not gonna see it, and it's gonna be laying on top of the pipe or something like that, and it'll melt right through. It sure is nice though to sit and smoke a pipe. It's pretty nice. You know, you I think that even fun stuff can be stressful. I mean, obviously, the holidays, right? But like even stuff where I'm like, man, I'm going fishing today. It's gonna be awesome. I'm like, oh, God, so much to get done before I can leave to go fishing. Man, what? I know the minute I pull away from the house, like I'm gonna be so glad to get away and do something fun. But like 10 minutes into it, I'm gonna be like, man, I'm not gonna be hanging with my wife and kid tonight. Like that's kind of sad. You everything becomes a trade off when you have a kid and you have a busy job and um. So anyway, this morning's trade off is I'm sitting here smoking my pipe when I could be, I don't know, uh, well, watching you sit there and smoke your pipe. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with anybody. These days, I'm trying to leave a lot of comments on the videos that I do watch. Like I'm trying to always comment. If I watch a video all the way through, I always comment because, you know, I used to watch enough videos where I could like not comment on some and still feel like I don't know, still feel like I had yeah. Sometimes you just don't comment. Sometimes you're like, well, I just don't know what to say to that. I bet a lot of people feel that way about my videos. Anyway, how about that news? Huh? That news. Yeah. My thing now is to not pay attention to it, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm failing at that. And there's some news. There is definitely some news out there going on for posterity. It's late May 2017. I think probably we'll remember this period in history. So even though I'm not going to get into talking about the news, if I come across this later, I can be like, oh yeah, that's when that whole thing was happening. Although I think this thing is going to be happening for many months. Anyway, um, I struggle with that and not getting sucked into it, you know. And then I find the only way I can not get sucked into it, because when you're sitting there editing photos on one computer, it's really easy to watch the news on the other computer. And the only way I can not get sucked into it is to leave the house, to just get out and get away from cell coverage even. And that eats up a lot of time. It eats up a lot of valuable time. But I've been getting out every evening, somewhere doing something. And it's good. It's really good. So I'm good. I hope you guys are good. I hope you're not getting bogged down in the news. Nothing we can do about anything. And stay tuned for more Grib fall. Keep the ends out for the ties that bind.